Hey guys, here's what's going on in the shop today. I had a question from Scott in Alberta, Canada about batteries. Believe it or not, it gets super cold there in Alberta, so it's probably a battery killer. He wanted to know how he could tell for sure or not if his battery in a side-by-side was dead or if it just needed jumped, because he's quite a bit ways away from a parts store and a tester. So I thought maybe I'd share with y'all what we use. This is the Topdon 100. Here's the package it came in. It's the BT100 12 volt battery tester. It goes from 100 to 2000 cold cranking amps. This thing is super easy to use. I know there's probably some other more sophisticated battery testers on the market, but you know, the more sophisticated, the more knowledge you have to have about it. And you know, just if you're looking for something basic, this is it. I'm gonna show you guys how this thing works. Really easy, really quick. So this is a battery out of a lawnmower, and this is a battery out of a side-by-side. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hook this up, and we're gonna get our negative on there. We're gonna get our positive on here. Now, you'll see the device came on. Now the thing about the Topdon is it does not have batteries in it. The power that operates it is the battery that you're testing. So if you hook up your positive and your negative and you don't see anything on the screen, first of all, make sure you didn't hook it up backwards. That can happen. So just make sure you got it hooked up right. And if you don't have anything on your screen, the battery is so dead that it won't even show anything that it's there. So that's a super dead battery and definitely no good. So this battery here, we're gonna hit this, we're gonna enter it. We're going to do a battery test, and you can see you can do a cranking test, a charging test, and then you can review and save all your data. So we're going to go in here, and it's regular flooded, and then you have like these other options here for other batteries. If you look on the battery, sometimes it says. If not, you can look it up online to see exactly what kind of battery you have. So cold cranking amps is what we're going to test. You can change that to different options however you want to test it. And this battery right here, you'll see it on the front here. Actually, it is set up for this battery. 300 cold cranking amps, that's what that 300 CCA stands for. So we will come back here and we will hit enter, and it's testing the battery right now. And it tells you pretty quick, right there you go, there's your deal. The battery is bad, you need to replace it. And then of course it gives you all your information up here, your health, 26%, 155 cold cranking amps. So this thing is like definitely no good. You can tell by all the numbers. So now we'll come over here to this battery. This is a side-by-side battery, and you'll notice on this one we have it reversed. So you got your positive over here, your negative over here. Make sure you get your right connection. Okay, we got that one set up. So we'll come over here and we'll push enter, and we're going to do the battery test. Regular flooded, cold cranking amps. Cold cranking amps on this one is 270. So you'll come in here and you'll just drop that down just like that, 270 cold cranking amps. Then you hit enter, and you're testing that battery. And it's amazing how quick it comes back with all the information. So the battery is good, it just needs to be charged. The health is 100%. Technically this battery, even though it is 270, is coming in at 305 cold cranking amps. So all your information is right there. I mean, you don't get any more detailed than that. That is how we test our batteries. We have about 20, 25 side-by-sides in our fleet at any given time. So you can imagine in the winter or even after the winter coming into the spring, if we haven't used anything for a while, like our lawnmower or whatever, this is going to tell you if the battery's bad or not. Then that way you don't have to run to an auto parts store and hope that they're going to be honest with you, because realistically it is their job to sell batteries. So this is a $60 retail on Amazon. We got a link there. Go ahead and check it out. For 60 bucks, it's somewhere in the ballpark of 60 bucks. I can't remember exactly, but that's going to definitely pay off. The first time you use it and find out whether your battery is good or bad, it's going to pay for itself, because batteries are not cheap. You know, you're talking anywhere from $70 to $100, $150, depending on what kind of ATV or side-by-side you have. Another thing that I wanted to mention here, talking about batteries and charging, the best way to keep your batteries charged up all year, especially in Alberta, Canada, is a battery tender or a battery maintainer. Battery tender is actually a brand name. Battery maintainer is the job that this does. It maintains the battery. So what you'll do is you'll see here, this is a 4 amp power tender. You'll want to check on your battery, and usually they have on there what kind of amps you need for how long to charge the battery. And you'll notice on some batteries, they even tell you to use a tender or a charger that shuts off. So you don't want to hook up a battery charger on here and let it run, because it'll definitely burn up the battery. And then what you want to do is you want to look to see, once you're on here, if it's a 12 volt battery, a 6 volt battery, a flooded battery, or a lithium battery. Now you're going to want to make these selections before you hook it up, because once you hook it up, you can't go back and make the selection. So on this one, you can go 6 volt or 12 volt. This is a 12 volt lithium battery. So we're going to drop it down here to lithium. And then we'll bring this over here so you can see it. And we're going to hook it up. So now this is considered to be on a float charge. It is being charged up right now, and then once it gets to fully charged, it'll actually shut off, and then when the battery drops back down again, it'll pick back up and it'll charge it back up again, so that way it doesn't keep on charging and damage your battery. So there you go, Scott, in Alberta, Canada. That's the answer to your question, and hopefully you get hooked up on the old Topdon. It is a time and money saver.